So we're looking to add these. There's a couple ways we can look at this. And I'm going to show you guys a few different ways. And then you can tell me which way you guys like the best, and we'll go with that, all right? So I like to show the number line method first. So the first number is always the number we're going to start at, okay? So we just need to identify where -8 would be on the number line. Yes, they didn't give me any number line, so we have to draw this in, okay? So starting with 0, I'm going to go to the left 8. So there's -5, 6, 7, 8. So this is where we're starting here at -8. Now, the plus direction or positive direction is to the right. The minus or negative direction is to the left. This one here is saying plus, so that's going to tell us to go to the right. Exactly 3 units. So I can count this out. 1, 2, 3. And that's where I end at, -5. So that would be the final answer for this problem. -8 plus 3 is -5. So let's look at this in terms of money, because like I said, I really like money. Maybe that should be green. If you had $8, and then this is adding a -6 right there. So you would have, if you had $8, but you also owed someone $6, after you combine the two, how many bucks do you have? $2, right? And that would be the answer. Well, on this one, let's say that you owed someone $14, and then you find that you owed someone $10 other. Well, if you combine these, how many dollars are you going to owe money, or are you going to have money left over? Yeah, you're going to owe some money. Hopefully we don't find you in the desert. Sorry, that's
Over $24, I hope not.
24, yeah, $24. Well, you never know, right? I mean, some people, man, I just pay the money back and never owe anyone money. There you go, -24. All right, this other method is using what they call tiles. It's kind of like money, by the way. Here's the thing with the tiles, is if I took a positive tile or a chip, and then I combine it with a negative chip, they cancel each other out. Its value is 0, so we just get to ignore that stuff. Well, this one's some bigger numbers than I thought there would be, but we can still draw them in. Those red ones are positive, the purple ones are negative. I'm not going to put that many positive symbols in there, which is a reason why people don't like this. So, sorry about that. In any case,
My daughter uses it in school.
which again, you can use the money. But see, these two negatives are going to cancel out these two positives. That's going to go all the way down, which is why I lined them up like this, and that, you know, it allows us to use lots of colors. But what do I have left? These are all positives. And how many do we have? Well, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 of them. That's it. Yeah, I know some of you guys are thinking, well, if I owed someone $16 and had $34, then I would combine. I would still have $18 left. Yeah, that's good too. All right, so on this one, here we've got $10, but then we're going to lose $6. So at the end of that, how much money do we have? 4. Yeah. See, another way to look at this is that we have more money. We have more money than we owe, so we should end up with a positive value. So that's another way that we need to look at this. Because if we had owed someone more money than we have, then we will certainly end up with a negative. But 6 of those dollars are going to cancel out 6 of the positive ones, and they go away. We just end up with 4. All right, well, we have addition, but we have 3 numbers there to add. So let's add from left to right. 4 plus 8, if you had $4, then $8, and you can use your fingers on that. I get 12. And then we're going to add that to this -5. Well, if you had $12, but you owed someone $5, and you combined it, how much money would you be left over with? $7. So this one we're adding two negatives, which means that somewhere you owed someone $1, but then somewhere else you owe someone $5. Well, you only owe people money, so we know for sure that it's going to be negative. And how much money do we owe altogether? Yeah, we owe $6. There it is. All right. Do you guys want me to use the number line on this one, or just keep it with money stuff? It's up to you.
Do number line.
Number line, all right. So the first number, again, it tells us where to start. So from 0, we'll start at -2, which is right here. So we're starting here. Now the plus tells us to go to the right, particularly 5 units. So I would go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is that? So from 0, I got 1, 2, 3. Bam, that's it. 3. Because that's where I ended. Yes, I'm sorry. What the heck? Yeah, if you owe someone $4, but you have $2, then if you combine that stuff, you should have still owed someone $2. Yeah, I'm sorry, because we have more negatives there than positives. So, this one, we've got 3 parts to it, and it doesn't matter if we do it all at once or from left to right, by the way, because it's all addition. So, for example, if I said I got $5, I owe someone $8, and I owe someone else $6, well, I could combine these, 5, -8, and -6. If you owed someone that much money, but only had $5, you should still owe someone some money. How much money do you owe, though, is the question.
-9.
9, yep. So, yep, the answer is -9. All right, just to keep this one organized, it may be helpful just to do it from left to right, okay? So, on this one, let's do -8 plus -1. So, you owe $8, and you owe someone else $1. Bam, you still, combined, you owe someone $9. So, if I had owed someone $9 and then combined it with the $5 that I have right there, I should owe someone $4. And then I owe someone $4, and I'm going to combine it with this -$5. I'm sorry, with owing someone else $5. Combined, I owe someone $9. But we're going to add it to this owing someone $3 as well. And when we combine these, we get -12. So overall, from this very large expression, it looks like we owed someone $12. The beginning balance in a person's checking account was -$30. That's not good. So, but it does tell us where to start. We got the -30. Then they're going to write 3 checks. So we are going to write checks for $3, $30, and $17. But then we're going to make a deposit of $60. So we just have to figure out how we're going to sign these. All of these are going to be addition, so we'll just add all of these. But the writing of the check stuff, how does that affect the account? It makes it negative, right? So they took $3 out, they took $30 out, and 17 as well. And then, of course, they deposited the $60. So let's look at this from left to right. And yeah, we didn't use parentheses if it helps you to see those. There they are. Okay, even this one can have parentheses. But if I combine these, -30 and this -3 would give us owing $33. And then we're going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to show it like this. So if I owed the bank $33 and then I wrote another check for $30, now I owe the bank a combination of the two, which would be $63. Well, then I wrote that other check for $17. So now combining those, I owe the bank $80. But then I deposited this $60, which would mean that I now owe the bank $20, which is less than I started with. Less owing than I started with. That's okay. That's good. All right, John's bank account was overdrawn. The status of his account was on negative $148. He did not realize the problem and wrote another check for $80. But then the bank charged him $17 fee for being overdrawn. What was the new status of John's account? It would be very bad, because he starts owing $148. And then, like we talked about on that last example, 22, we're going to add this to the $80 check that he just wrote, which makes that a negative 80. But then, in addition to that, the bank says, this is not good, buddy, so we're going to charge you another $17. It's like winning the lottery right there. Well, if I owed the bank $148 and then wrote that check, then I would owe the bank, let's look at that, 148 and then 80. Again, if we add these together, we just need to recognize that the answer will be owing the money. Okay, so that should be a negative value. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. 1 plus 1 is 2. So now we owe the bank $228. But then the bank came in with that $17 fee. So they're going to take that out of the account, which has no money. And we have negative 228. Again, if I combine this with the 17, I'll just add the two numbers, ignoring the negative. So this ends up being 8 plus 7 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. And then we'll just drop this 2. So it looks like we owe the bank, $245. Again, if you label that, that'd be great, but that's okay. And yeah, again, we have to recognize that that will be a negative value, because it's money that we owe the bank.